Lives are absolutely right now. I don't know why, but
The first video tonight comes from CPN, Creepy Production News, a European paranormal investigation channel focused on nighttime spirit communication and immersive woodland explorations, often using spirit boxes and real-time questioning to document possible activity. It is February 27, 2026 in Bergstall Forest, a woodland area in Europe, exact country not stated.
Is something here with us who wants to communicate? You can use this device for speaking.
CPN and Pascal begin their nighttime walk through Bergstall Forest while running a spirit box session. Almost immediately, the device produces the phrase, "This place is sacred," which repeats clearly. They respond calmly, explaining they mean no disrespect and only want to communicate. As they move deeper into the forest, they continue asking questions while listening carefully to the device. The atmosphere becomes noticeably tense, with long pauses between responses.
What was that?
Hotspot.
Collect.
An unexplained noise is heard in the surrounding trees, breaking the silence and shifting the tone of the investigation. Right after the sound, the spirit box says, "Collect." They question the meaning, wondering if something is being collected or taken, and whether the message could refer to souls. The wording unsettles both of them, and their questioning becomes more cautious.
Find my grave.
Find my grave.
Find your grave.
The phrase, "find my grave," comes through clearly. They ask where the grave is and whether the spirit is trying to show them something. Moments later, the word "victim" is heard, leading them to wonder if the location could be connected to a past death or violent event.
Protection.
Verteidigung. Something's coming.
Reaching a more open section of the forest, the device produces several short responses in sequence. Happened here, protection, and something's coming. Both investigators stop walking and listen to the woods around them, trying to determine whether the sounds they hear are natural or connected to the session.
Among Us.
Sitting.
Next to us.
The spirit box says, "You are among us," followed by "sitting next to us." The suggestion that something is close by visibly unsettles them. Their tone changes, and they begin discussing whether it might be safer to end the session.
What?
I heard that too. Let's go. Keep moving.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. We heard branches cracking.
This land is cursed.
This land is cursed. I believe in you.
Yes.
Shortly after, the name Annie comes through. They address the name directly, then decide to leave the area rather than continue pushing the session further. The investigation starts as a routine spirit box walk, but gradually becomes more intense, with repeated references to graves, victims, warnings, and something approaching. Unexplained sounds in the forest combined with the increasingly direct responses make the atmosphere feel unsafe, and CPN and Pascal choose to end the session early. They leave Bergstall Forest without any visual confirmation of what might have been there, but the combination of the spirit box messages and the noises in the woods leaves the night feeling unsettled and unresolved. Before we move on, if you're enjoying the video so far, leaving a like really helps. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. We recently passed 50,000 subscribers, and that's entirely because of you. The next target is 100,000 before the end of the year. Ambitious, but worth aiming for. There's a hidden word somewhere in this video. See if you can spot it. Now, let's continue. The next horrifying video comes from Spirited Investigations, a US-based historical paranormal exploration channel focused on immersive, on-location ghost hunting at historically significant sites. Their investigations combine EVP sessions, spirit boxes, REM pods, and motion sensors with historical research and first-hand experiences. It is February 13th, 2026, at Poison Springs Battlefield, near Camden, Arkansas, United States.
Welcome back to Spirited Investigations. Today, we're at Poison Springs, which is a battlefield from the Civil War.
Down here in southern Arkansas near Camden. We came here because we don't know if it's haunted.
Don't know anything.
We don't know anything. We're going to find out. But here, let's look at some information that we have on the sign here.
As a quick overview, engagement at Poison Springs. Here on April 18th, 1864, a Union forage train of 200 wagons, escorted by 1,170 men, was attacked and captured by Confederate troops, commanded by Generals John S. Marmaduke and Samuel B. Maxey. The wagons were loaded with corn for the Union Army of General Frederick Steele, encamped at Camden. Loss of these supplies helped to hasten Steele's retreat to his base in Little Rock. The Union loss at Poison Springs was 301 men killed, wounded and missing. Confederate casualties totaled 114 men.
The team arrives at Poison Springs Battlefield and begins by discussing the Civil War history of the site, including the April 18, 1864 ambush of a Union forage train. They meet a local named John, who describes previous experiences in the area, including sightings of residual soldiers, shadow figures, and strange activity on a location known as the Hill of Concern.
The experiences I've had, I've seen what looked like residual energy ghosts. I've seen somebody in a gray uniform. It looked like he was sitting against a tree, but there's no tree where he was sitting. Several different unusual things. I believe there's a shadow person that walks in the woods down there, because I've seen that several times. It is a little creepy. The ghost I'm fine with. It's the shadow guy that kind of throws me off a little bit. And then when you go down, you cross the stream.
While standing on the Hill of Concern, both investigators report a sudden sense of being watched. John explains that this is the same area where he previously saw what looked like soldiers moving through the trees. Cold spots and tingling sensations are felt, and one of the investigators believes a shadow figure moved just beyond the tree line.
I'll show it because it's not a large hill. You'll see it, obviously. So I followed him to the other side of the hill and thinking it was just going to be a short jump back across the top of the hill to the path. It's not at all where I ended up. So we started climbing, again, what I thought was just going to be a quick little jaunt. And we were climbing and climbing and climbing, and we came to a plateau. And on that plateau, there were pine trees, very much like these. Two that were about 10 feet apart, but they had two solid log, pine logs that were probably 18 feet high, forming an X. And I thought, well, that's unusual. Wasn't expecting it. And again, I was kind of like, well, this is taking longer than I thought, but I wasn't thinking something bizarre had happened. So we started climbing uphill again after we crossed the plateau, and I ended up about 2 miles down the road down this way. We came out, and I was very relieved to find the road, but it made no sense because I was literally walking this way when I was
And it
going.
sounds like you've been here enough to know the area.
Well,
so that
and
was
to
so
get
strange.
to where I ended up on private property that's fenced off, but when I walked out to the road, there was no fence. In order to get to where I ended up, I would have had to have gone downhill, crossed a stream, and then climbed back uphill, and I did none of that.
John recounts a past experience where he became disoriented while walking the battlefield and somehow ended up nearly 2 miles away from where he started without crossing any streams or fences. During the story, the group notices a birch tree that appears to have been displaced from its natural position, which they believe adds to the strange reputation of the area.
Not here, but White Oak Lake, which is just down the road a little ways. It's called the Little Grand Canyon. If you go to White Oak Lake, it's a campground, there's lots of trails, very well marked. If you go to the Little Grand Canyon, there's nothing. So we kind of were forging our own trails, and we were following the river that goes through there. And I had made a comment, it was just me and the dogs, but I kept them on leash because I didn't want them wandering off. I didn't know the area that well. As we were wandering down, I was like, oh, this would be a great place for a Sasquatch. Because we were just following the stream, you know, forging our own trail. And we finally stopped at a little place, and they were playing around in the water, and I heard a very loud thud. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a tree fell.
Later that night, the investigation continues with EVP and spirit box sessions. Several unclear responses are recorded when they ask questions about soldiers and events from the Civil War. At the same time, REM pods placed around the area begin triggering unexpectedly. Footstep sounds are heard nearby, and both investigators report cold sensations and tingling in their arms, making them feel as if something is close by, even though nothing is visible. The investigation ends with the team agreeing that Poison Springs battlefield may require multiple visits to fully understand what is happening there. Between the historical significance, reports of soldier apparitions, unusual environmental changes, and equipment triggering during the night session, the location leaves them convinced that the area holds lingering energy from the past. Although nothing is clearly seen on camera, the combination of personal experiences, strange recordings, and the battlefield's violent history makes the encounter feel unresolved, and the team leaves believing the site could be one of the most active locations they have investigated. The next chilling video comes from Inquest, a US-style paranormal investigation channel specializing in immersive, real-time explorations of locations with folklore or haunted reputations. The team uses EMF detectors, spirit boxes, and flashlight experiments while documenting reactions as they happen, focusing on atmosphere and investigation rather than heavy dramatization. It is February 17th, 2026, at Kitchen Lake Bridge, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, United States.
Okay, the light just came on. All right. Okay, it is freaking out. So I am shivering right now because it is freezing cold. If there's nothing out here, I mean, we just want to tell your story. We just want people to know if there's something going on. Can you just give us any sign at all? It doesn't have to be on the flashlight or the green light. It could be, you can just make a noise.
The investigators arrive at the abandoned Kitchen Lake Bridge late at night. The old wooden planks creak as they walk across, and the surrounding trees are almost completely silent, apart from faint rustling. They place a spirit box, EMF detector, and flashlight at the entrance to the bridge and begin asking questions aloud, attempting to make contact with anything that might be present. The isolation, cold air, and darkness create a tense atmosphere even before any activity occurs.
I can't actually hear it. Can you bring it closer? I'm just gonna hold it next to us. Is there anything here with us at Kitchen Lake Bridge right now?
During a spirit box session, faint audio responses seem to form words that resemble the investigators' names, followed by what sounds like, "Go away." They replay the audio to confirm what they heard, unsure whether the sounds are radio interference or something responding directly to them.
That the mother was trying to come see whenever she passed away on this bridge. If so, can you touch that flashlight right now to turn it on?
To test for interaction, they place a flashlight on the bridge and ask yes or no questions. After asking if the presence is connected to stories about the bridge, the light flickers and briefly turns on before going out again. The investigators react immediately, unsure if the response is caused by the equipment itself or something environmental around them, although the team cannot confirm any specific historical tragedy connected to the bridge. The investigation produces several moments that leave them uneasy, including EMF spikes, strange audio responses, and the flashlight turning on during questioning. Nothing is clearly seen, and every event could have a natural explanation, but the combination of isolation, darkness, and unexplained reactions makes the location feel far more intense than expected. By the end of the night, the investigators leave Kitchen Lake Bridge without answers, unsure whether the activity came from the environment, the equipment, or something they could not see. The next shocking video of the night comes from the Paranormal Chambers, UK-based paranormal investigation channel, focused on real-time ghost hunting, historic legends, and atmospheric haunted locations. Known for immersive investigations in forests, abandoned sites, bunkers, and roads with reported paranormal activity, using EMF meters, spirit boxes, and cameras to document unexplained voices and phenomena. It is October 21st, 2023 at Haunted Woodland, United Kingdom, including the Roman Road and areas connected to a witch's legend.
Right, we're at a location today known to be very haunted, woodland.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of activity around here reported, and I'll just show you the woodland behind. That's part of it. We've still got quite a long way to go. Yeah, we've still got quite a long way to go to get into the main part of it. But there's reports when we get a little bit further up and we get to the Roman road, there's reports of Roman soldiers. There's apparently a groundskeeper, I believe.
No, he was a hunter.
Was he a hunter?
Yeah, he was hunting in the woods and they caught him and they hung him for his...
Rob and Sarah begin their walk into dense woodland, describing a constant feeling of being watched. They discuss historical reports of Roman soldiers appearing on the Roman road, a hunter executed in the woods, and the legend of the witch's tree, tied to the deaths of 4 sisters in the 1700s. The forest is isolated, atmospheric, and already unnerving before the main investigation begins.
We're not quite at its destination yet, we don't think, but Rob has just found this.
This is the old Second World War bunker. We're going to take you in there, let you have a little look. Might even get a couple of bits of equipment out and see what comes up.
Yeah.
So follow us in.
Come on, guys.
Oh, cool. Coming in?
Yeah. Oh, I
You got a really duck.
I'm hooked on a branch.
And here we go.
Oh, this is cool. Look at this, guys. To think this were hidden as well. Good job that Rob saw that.
The investigators find an old Second World War bunker and explore the interior with EMF meters and spirit communication devices. Minor EMF spikes and muffled sounds are detected, increasing tension, though no clear apparition appears.
Well, this is a bit of a weird one, guys. We keep thinking that we've seen someone behind us. Like, not right behind us, but way down there. And then when we turn around, we can't see him. And then we'll look again and it looks like someone's there. And then we turn round and we can't see him. So, I don't know, that's a weird one. I don't know.
On the Roman road, the team attempts to communicate with the supposed apparitions of Roman soldiers. EMF readings spike, and the spirit talker produces a message telling them to back off. The response unsettles both investigators and reinforces the idea that something unseen may be present.
Anna.
Anna, that's
That is
quite
one of the witches.
Yeah. Hi, Anna.
Hello, Anna. Nice to meet you. I'm Rob, and this is Sarah. Are you here with us now?
I need your light as well, it's too dark for me to see. Hi Anna, we're looking for the witch's tree. Do you know how we find it? Are we going in the right direction?
Can you talk to us, Anna?
So I don't know if it's this way maybe. Just have a quick look, I'll be back. No.
Is that Anna that's with us? Or Vicky? Or anybody else? We don't mind who's with us.
We were just literally looking over in the trees and Rob said, oh look how dark it is in there now. And I said, oh shall I keep recording? So he's like, oh no, turn it off a bit because I'm trying to save my battery light. I don't have, we don't have much luck with as light.
Searching for the witch's tree, Rob and Sarah receive names such as Julia and Anna through their devices, possibly connected to the four sisters executed in the 1700s. Despite the responses, the darkness and confusing woodland paths prevent them from locating the tree, leaving the investigation unresolved. Night falls fully, leaving the forest in near total darkness. Rob and Sarah carefully make their way back toward the car, moving slowly along the same path while listening for any further sounds. The return walk feels tense, reinforcing the sense of isolation even without new activity. The investigation produces minor EMF spikes, unclear voices, and several moments of unease, but no direct visual confirmation of anything paranormal. The witch's tree remains unfound, leaving the legend unresolved. However, the atmosphere of the woodland, combined with the history of executions, Roman sightings, and the investigators' real-time reactions, makes the location feel unsettling throughout. Rob and Sarah decide to return another time in daylight, believing the forest may hold more answers than they were able to find that night. The next video comes from Sasquatch and Paranormal in Wineberry Holler. US-based paranormal and cryptid investigation channel, focused on Sasquatch sightings and unexplained activity around Wineberry Holler. The channel features real-time handheld footage documenting strange noises, wildlife behavior, and possible encounters while exploring remote woodland areas at night. It is February 15th, 2026 at a rural mountain woodland, United States.
As soon as I ended that live, I hear something up in there. It's okay, girl. It's okay, girl. It's okay, girl.
Almost immediately after the live stream ends, movement can be heard on the wooded slope. She scans the area carefully, trying to identify the source while keeping the dog calm. The sounds seem too heavy to be small wildlife, and the tension rises as she realizes something larger may be nearby.
It's a deer right there. I see it. There's some eye shine. Look how big those eye shines are. Look how far off the ground they are.
The presence appears to move backwards, slipping behind trees and rocks, as if avoiding the beam of the flashlight. She becomes uneasy, commenting that whatever is there seems aware of her and deliberately staying out of clear view.
Man, whatever that was, something threw something. I don't know if y'all heard it, but something was throwing right after I heard that weird noise.
A sudden impact hits the gravel close to where she is standing, as though something has been thrown. Startled, she immediately begins backing away, repeating that she is not staying any longer. Her voice shows real panic as she retreats from the slope.
Pretty big, pretty high off the ground. It was weird to me. And the deer, that one deer, would not go near it. She's acting funny. The one deer would not go near it. There was one standing up here and one below it. And whatever that was in the middle, and it threw something. That was weird. Knew something.
While leaving the area, she notices the deer keeping their distance from the same spot where the eyes were seen. She again mentions how high the eyes appeared compared to the animals, ending the encounter without ever seeing the figure clearly. The incident unfolds quickly after the live stream ends, beginning with strange noises and ending with what appears to be a thrown object and unusually high eye reflections in the trees. Nothing is clearly identified, but the behavior of the deer, the movement on the hillside, and the reaction to the flashlight leave the investigator convinced something unusual was present in the woods that night. The video ends with her prioritizing safety and returning inside, leaving the encounter unexplained but unsettling. Before we get into the next clip, around 70% of people watching aren't subscribed. We're working toward 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you're enjoying the video, hitting subscribe really does help. All right, let's get back to it. The last video of the night comes from Just GoPro, UK-based YouTube channel focused on short first-person POV adventure footage, often filmed using GoPro cameras to capture real-time reactions during outdoor challenges. It is January 12, 2015, in a forested area, United Kingdom.
Okay, recording. Okay, recording. All right.
Okay, are you ready? Okay. Take your time.
One of the participants suddenly stops and says he is too scared to continue. The group pauses, whispering quietly, while trying to decide whether to keep going.
Dan, show that video to your mum. Sorry. I thought I would be moaning.
continue forward slowly, with one member telling the others to stay quiet while he concentrates on the path. Nervous laughter mixes with heavy breathing as they try to keep their balance on the narrow ground, showing how the situation feels more intense the further they go. The clip captures how quickly a simple walk through the woods can become stressful when visibility is low and the terrain is difficult. Nothing supernatural happens, but the darkness, the confined trail, and the group's nervous reactions create genuine tension that feels real rather than staged. The POV camera places the viewer directly in the moment, making the fear relatable, a reminder that sometimes the environment itself is enough to make an experience feel unsettling. Thanks for watching. If those 6 encounters rattled you, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe for more creepy content every week. The next mystery might be even darker than this one.